Norm Duke, Brian Voss,
and two very good friends. You know, Mike, Norm Duke has made 6 out of 11 telecasts in Mark Frank-owned bowling centers. So
no wonder he stays at his house.
that's
Oh, what a way to start the championship match. Norm Duke won our semifinal match. He's the first one to win this afternoon without getting 5 strikes on lane 32. He just got a couple of strikes over there.
And he'll just go for the count here. Early in the match, if you're going to make a big mistake, it's good to get it out of the way early. As you see, his last title was August of '95 in Bedford, Ohio.
At the 3. Has him, but 8 out in the opening frame.
And Brian Voss, who looked a little more lined in practice than Norm Duke did an hour and a half ago, will step up on lane 32 and see what he can do.
Brian Voss, 62 previous television appearances. He's 58 and 48 in those games with a 220 average. And a solid 10 to start the title match.
Made a good shot. Didn't quite get the results he wanted. As you can see, Brian Voss, 38-year-old pro from Atlanta, Georgia. His wife, Andrea, and he has 2 children, Joshua and Cameron. I'm sure they're back in Atlanta rooting for Daddy.
Cross lane at the 10-pin. Hard and straight at it. Players have had no trouble with single pin spares today.
No, not at all. We've had very, very accurate players. Even though they can put a lot of power on the ball, these are all good spare shooters. That was kind of a misnomer years ago with Mark Roth and the big hook he used to throw. People didn't realize just what a great spare shooter he also was.
Another 10-pin, back-to-backers.
All right, he's in the pocket as we see the director of operations for the PBA, Bobby Dinkins. Looks like he's trying to knock him down for the pros.
Cross lane again at the 10-pin.
Brian Voss defeated Norm Duke twice in match play. Trying to make it 3 times.
Tries for the hat trick here.
Yeah. He averaged 223 against Norm Duke, and I think right now a 223 would probably win this tournament as the pros are out there kind of searching. Almost a solid 9.
He go a little wider with that?
That ball got further down the lane, further to the right, and then broke harder in the back end. We'll take a look at this shot.
You're always talking about entry angle.
Well, watch how this ball creeps further down the lane. It gets about out to 2 board. Now it's got to stop hooking. Fortunately, it did. The ball didn't touch that 9-pin, but something did.
For the double. Perfect. Hey.
What a great adjustment after leaving that wide open 5-count split. Duke comes back with a couple strikes, and now Brian Voss has only a 1-pin lead.
We talked about that just a minute ago. These guys make show after show after show, don't they?
And that's a very good record, 58 and 48. The 220 average. That's got a hook.
Boy, it does. Boy, it looked like he just softened up that speed an iota.
Just enough. But you see, Brian Voss, I'll tell you right now, if you got a youngster, tell him to watch this particular delivery. Beautiful, beautiful form. Nice solid push away, relaxed arm swing, shoulder high. Gets a good knee bend and reaches out to that target.
So in balance, too.
And look at the result. When you make a good shot, everything responds. Would love to get this double and take an 11-pin lead.
Going high.
Uh-oh.
Leaves the 310. He yelled at it, but it didn't do any good. Tried to soften up again.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of helped it. You know, that was a lane that Tim Chris was afraid to trust it on. It's because there's more hang on lane 31.
Farther apart.
He's saying they're further apart, but there was a pin that knocked it over there,
right.
Not the machine.
The machine did knock them apart. Can he make it?
Oh, I don't care how far apart they are.
He made that look too easy.
Amazing the way he did that, too. Just further left, hard and straight.
Right. What he did on that particular spare is he eliminated the lane. Norm Duke is asking about the shot clock. Needs to compose himself, get back into his rhythm.
And they restarted the shot clock.
For the lead.
Oh, the solid 10. Had a few of those today.
Boy, he had to like the way he threw that ball. He's shaking his head. I think he's just shaking his head at that darn 10 pin.
No, he did with his elbow there. He's saying that he chicken winged it a hair.
Yeah, maybe. I guess
or
he
turned
did.
it early a little bit or something. Well, it looked good to us.
It looked good to me.
I liked it. Evidently, he didn't. At the 10 pin, has the spare. The 3-year-olds take to the track in Hallandale, Florida, in this section of the Florida Derby, the Fountain of Youth. Get a good look at some possible Kentucky Derby contenders as they run for $200,000 in prize money today, 4:30 Eastern Time, right here on ESPN.
Norm Duke trailing by 2 pins. Wants to get that ball in the 1-3 pocket and have them all respond. Well, that's what he's looking for.
Well, Duke has got both lanes with the pocket figured out.
He's starting to become a little more comfortable, and you know that's where the champion or the leader of the tournament has a big disadvantage. He has to watch everybody bowl and then come out and just turn it on immediately.
Two pins the difference. 5th frame. Gets that 10 pin. Brian Voss has won for 10 consecutive years. I've asked him, how important is it to continue this streak?
Well, I love winning. You know, you never seem to win enough, but I love winning more than anything in the world besides my wife. I want to keep it going. It's my goal every week to win a tournament, but I want to win. I want to win for 20 years. This is a chance to do it.
Well, that kind of passion will get it done.
And this is a chance to double right here.
This is a lane that he didn't trust it on and went